Hey everyone, it's Erik from Mad A Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite games. We're going to be taking a look at Doom, but not Doom on the PC, no. We're going to be taking a look at Doom on the Sega 32X. Yay! So here it is, Doom on the Sega 32X. Let's go ahead and pop this thing in. I mean, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. The Sega Genesis in its final form there with the Sega CD and the Sega 32X adapter just sitting there in all its badassness. You would think that Doom on the Sega 32X would be just as badass as that looks, but as we'll see here in the gameplay footage in a minute, it's just not. It doesn't live up to the 32X, unfortunately.
Doom was released on PCs in December of 1993, and then this 32X port was released in November of 1994. You can already see the menu has a lot less options than what the PC version has. There's not even a save feature, there's just a level select option to make up for that. Let's go ahead and pick Hurt Me Plenty and get started.
Oh, so ugly. So much grain.
So much grain it should have a silo on the front sticker. Now I'm sure like a lot of you out there, my first experience with Doom was on the PC. The $5 shareware version of episode 1 to be specific. But you can see already, just if you're familiar with the PC version, this does not look nearly as nice. It looks like Doom, but it's a lot lower resolution, it's a lot blockier, and there's just certain things missing. Also, the music is just horrendous in this port. I don't know that there is a port of Doom out there with worse music than the 32X port. It is just terrible, and I'm a big fan of the music in the first Doom game. Being so familiar with the PC version of this game, the music in the 32X version is just assaulting my ears. It's just awful.
Ugh, sounds so bad. Oh, that's offensive.
Now this isn't a completely terrible port of Doom. I mean, it plays nice enough, it moves along pretty good for the most part. There are some frame rate issues and there's a lot of stuff going on screen. But, you know, once you play it for a little bit, you get used to the music, you get used to the graphics looking even blockier and grainier than they would on the PC version, and you do get the Doom experience.
Oh, that music is just ugly. Oh, it's so bad.
Now, about a year after the 32X port was released, there was an SNES port released, and I have to tell you, the music in that one sounds like a freaking symphony compared to the 32X version. Something else that bothers me about the 32X version is this background at the end of each level. Why isn't the map of Phobos there? I know that's nitpicky, but it bothers me about this version.
That just sounds like a school bus idling.
Other things about the 32X port bother me, like differences in the levels. For example, if you're familiar with the original version of Doom, there's a big cutout in the middle of this walkway here that you can fall down in, and you have to hit a switch to get yourself back out again for it to elevate a platform, and that's when the health there appears. It bothers me that things like that are missing from this. I don't see why they couldn't do it.
It's so ugly, you can barely tell what that's supposed to be.
I feel like the 32X should be able to handle Doom better than this. The SNES port that I mentioned earlier is really impressive for what it is, and it was released only a year after this on a much weaker system. Like I mentioned earlier, the music is amazing. It's different than the PC version, but it has like that unique Super Nintendo sound to it. It plays pretty smoothly, just as smoothly as this. It is missing some of the textures and everything, but it has things like the cutout and the walkway that's supposed to be here. And it's not much worse looking than this. There's not a huge graphical difference between the SNES version and the 32X version.
Hundred shotgun shells. Now I already know what's gonna happen. We all know what's gonna happen here. Just kinda, let's do this. Oops. Just kinda slide over and sucks when I know you're gonna be there.
Even a lot of the lighting effects that made Doom kinda spooky are missing. I had never played Doom on the 32X before I found this copy recently, and I was really excited to find it because I'm a huge fan of Doom and I really, really wanted to like it, but it's just hard for me to get into with how much it just doesn't hold up to the original version. Thankfully, I only paid $8 for this copy, and that's about what a loose copy goes for, is $8 to $10. And it looks like a complete in-box copy goes for about $20, so if you are seeking out a copy of Doom for the 32X, it's not going to set you back a lot.
So ugly. Oh, this is like one of my favorite songs in the game too, and this sounds terrible. I'm getting some frame rate drop too with all the bad guys on screen. Wow, that was choppy.
Would I recommend picking up Doom for the 32X? It's hard for me to say. I mean, if you're collecting for the 32X and you have a 32X, you might as well. It's only $8 and there's only like 40 games available for the system. But on the other hand, as far as picking this up as like your go-to copy of Doom to play, I wouldn't. If you're familiar at all with the PC version and a big fan of it, you're going to feel like your ears and eyes are getting assaulted when you first start playing this. There are far worse games on the 32X, and this does, for the most part, deliver the Doom experience, so I would give it a C- and say if you're collecting for the 32X, go ahead and get it.
Get ready for this. If I remember correctly, there's a bunch of dudes in there. Ah, shit, I was right. Oh, shit, wrong button. Oh, shit, wrong button. Oh, that's why. Screw it. Oh, this music is so bad. That's why I killed myself. Because of the music. Ugh.
Hey, thanks for checking out my review of Doom on the Sega 32X. If you collect for the 32X, let me know what some games are that I should check out down in the comments below. Also, hit those like and subscribe buttons, watch some of these other videos, and don't forget to check me out at the social media links down below. And as always, thanks for watching.